I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together. Yep! What's up with y'all? Shout out to everybody. Happy hour, you know what I'm saying? Happy Thursday and all that cool shit.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell somebody that you was here and they should be here. Also, we'd appreciate that. But we're gonna get right to it. Today is another great one, man. Another great one. This is something that, as usual, I always say, has been in the works for a while. And we actually had a little skit preview a little couple weeks ago, you know what I mean? The brothers popped up on me. But yeah, Lil Giants Entertainment, man. What's up with y'all?
Yep.
What's going on?
We good. I mean, Big Yacht 215.
PrimetimexPrimo, man. Big Money, Peter Heartbreak Superstar himself, you feel me?
You heard all them names, right? he almost catching up to me. He must be somebody. There's a lot of names. You got to be somebody with all them names, man. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I want to start off by saluting y'all because y'all showed initiative when I was at the festival, pulled up on me, and actually didn't just come through to check me out. Y'all really ingratiated yourself with the festivities and stayed and caught a vibe. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that because I really appreciate them and what they do every summer for the people. You know what I mean?
I think it's crazy if you go through an event or some type of function and you don't stick around. Like, we're all artists. And the one thing that's missing is people being out in the stands with you and for you to kind of like celebrate you and to kind of like encourage you. So, we wasn't going to leave it. It's a dope spot.
Yeah, so shout out to the Free Love Fest. Shout out to everybody that was involved with that. One Art is a great venue. An awesome venue. I love it there, yo.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah,
I liked it.
So how y'all been, man? Everything good with y'all?
Working.
Chilling, man. Yeah, for real.
I see y'all got events coming up and such. You got a big one about to hit.
Yeah, man.
You got something major about to hit.
September 19th, man. Primo and friends, man. Make sure y'all tap that link in the bio on my Instagram, man. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go get them tickets. Come out, vibe with the gang, you feel me? Have a good time, enjoy some great artists, some great music. You know?
You got a lot of friends, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me.
I mean, either way, you know, it works. I ain't mad at it. But shout out some of the names that's attached to the Primo and Friends event that you got so far.
My guy Jay Sims, X-Rain, Extra Cash, Queen Yazzie is gonna be DJing for us.
Shout out to Queen
Yazzie. Yazzie been
you know
getting
what
weight
I'm
up
saying?
lately too. I like her progression. It's
she been you know, like it's been a lot of mutual love and like support between her and us.
Dope.
So you know, when it kind of came time for it, like we was, you know, trying to figure out a DJ, it was like, nah, like we need Yazzie at least once or twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta happen. So
she good people too, and like the whole Primo and Friends, like we wanted to do a show for him, but Jazz, that's our PR. She actually came up with the Primo and Friends idea, and was like, okay. And then my man Zay, I mean, shout out to IMUs. He actually was like, okay, he set us up. I mean, with a nice spot to fire. Was like, let's make this happen. Like, so we've been pushing it ever since. And every artist that's participating, I'm saying, trust me, it's a show you do not want to miss this show. Click the link in the bio. Get your tickets. It's $5 on Eventbrite. It's $10 at the door. And they're going to perform. Like, they're going to perform. It's hip-hop and R&B. It's R&B. It's not the stuff that we see today, which is the melodic. No, it's R&B. These are real singers with real talent and real showmanship.
Dope. Like to see it, like to hear it, man, because quality is everything, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter how big the room, we going to make it the best room possible.
Exactly.
Honestly, it's crazy because, like, for me as an artist, like one of my short-term goals was to be able to like have our own show before the year ended.
Dope.
So it's like to see the team put it together, and just like to see everything just like, you know, come into fruition is like, you know, it's a dream come true. You know what I'm saying?
More exciting. I'm even more excited for you because like that was one of your goals, and we in September. You could probably do it again before the year out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we planning.
That's actually that's dope. That's fire.
We planning.
But let's get back to the beginning of things, man. Y'all family, right?
Yeah.
Everybody up here playing coy like
father and son.
That's my pops, man.
Oh, all right.
Father and son.
Salute to that. You know what I mean? Love to see that. Love to see that. But where does Lil Giant? Where do we start with?
So Lil Giant is actually the name of the company stems from me and his mom at 2019. We were due to have a child, and at 34 weeks he was stillborn.
God bless.
And in the hospital when he came out, we started to deliver. In the hospital, my mom looked at him and she was like, "He's a Lil Giant." So they were like, "Was that the name going on the birth and death certificate?" Was like, "Yeah." So that was his name, Lil Giant. So what I did was, because I was always doing music even at that time, I decided to start a label up called Lil Giant Entertainment in memorable of my son. So I went and got it, did it through the state, and then I got an LLC, and I was out there radio, traveling, doing all that stuff. And I called it quits. He picked up the mic about 3 years ago, and then when he did it,
So that's a whole different origin story too.
But we had a conversation, and then we started it. But like the breadth of it really stemmed from me and my brother really like pushing back in 2007 the whole movement of Lil Giant Entertainment. Like me and my brother G actually pushed that whole thing, and he was there front line to see it all. And it's his brother, his older brother. So I explained to him and his sister the story, what happened to him and everything. So every year they would memorize, and he got his
birthday tattooed on my arm.
Tattooed on his arm and everything. So birth and death they tattooed on his arm. So you know, that's really where Lil Giant actually came from.
But see, that's turmoil and tragedy and trauma turned into something positive. You know what I mean? Something beautiful, and one of the shortest lives has a legacy.
Yeah,
a real legacy. You know what I mean? Like that's powerful. That's powerful, man. Salute to y'all for that.
Thank you.
That's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not easy, but it's necessary, right?
Yeah. I think when you can tie whatever you're doing to something that matters, it means a lot more. So to be honest with you, people may not know this, but I actually take what I do under that name extremely serious.
As you should.
Like, I don't express it because I'm like, all right, but I take that personal because it's not something that it took a lot, and it takes a lot of money to start establishing something like that.
That's part of the
it takes finances, and people think that's a joke. It's like, listen, man, I did what I did because I wanted to, not because someone told me to, but because I really wanted to do it, and I did it in the name of my son. So like, even when I express to him, I'm like, I don't do this in vain. So when I start something, I'm going full-fledged hardcore about it, and in the same support, I want to help out other people in the same thing, in memory not just of his name, but in the realm of like, this is important to us.
Yeah.
And if you say it's important, then it should be important.
I mean, it's your imprint.
Yeah.
It's your imprint. It's a deeper story than most imprint, but at the end of the day, your blood, sweat, and tears is the end all be all to the success or failure of your situation.
Yeah.
Always take it personal.
I
mean, business is business, and some bullshit comes with business because we got people listening that thinks that means take everything. No, not everything.
Take it personally.
Always take your side.
Yeah, I'm gonna handle my business. I'm make sure business is being handled, and if
Right.
it's not, we're gonna have a conversation. But to make sure that business is being done, because there's a right and a wrong way to everything, and even if it's going wrong for you, it's still an opportunity to do right.
I preach it to the kids. You can start off your day bad, but we still got some day left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This report ain't got to end bad. But this ain't about me. But you said, you the superstar chimed in and said, well, you know, my origin story a little different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you give it up. Come on, Ken. What's going on?
It's crazy because like rapping wasn't like a part of the plan for it. It wasn't never.
Was you dunking on people at least?
I could dunk. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Oh, so you ain't even nice.
Then my knees hurt again.
Yeah,
I'm retired.
I had the surgery and all that. So I ain't.
But it just it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like after high school, I went to college for a little bit. That didn't work out. I ended up going to trade school for automotive.
Dope.
So for the last, I don't know, like 6-7 years, like I've been a mechanic. But the idea of being a rapper never really crossed my mind. I didn't really do anything with it until one of my closest friends, like my brother, like he started doing music, and he hit me up one day. He was like, "Yo, bro, like I got a song. Do you mind doing a verse?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I remember like I was in New York. I was up Dykeman at the time in my cousin's crib, and like I had the beat on the TV, and I sat there like and I wrote the verse and everything. Came home.
What you was playing it off?
YouTube off the Roku TV. So yeah, like came home, we linked up. I'm saying we laid it down on GarageBand at first, and then like later on that
all
year.
All of these describes the era specifically.
Right.
Depending on what you played it off, what you laid it on. Everybody like, all right, I know what time you talking about now. But go ahead, my bad.
But yeah, so we laid it down on BandLab, and then like later on that year, he was just like, yo, like, I got a studio session so we could really like redo the song and, you know, have it come out clear, put it out.
Oh, he was serious.
Yeah,
he really was fucking with it.
Yeah, so, you know, he put it out, you know, we pushed it, you know, put it up on Instagram and all that stuff, and like, you know, people started hitting me up, like, yo, bro, like, you could rap? I was like, yeah, a little bit. And they was like, nah, bro, like you can really rap. Like they like, yo, like your verse is really, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was nice. It was a nice song.
Yo, it never really crossed my mind to do it. And then he booked another session. The next time we went up there, I came up there kind of like with my own song. So, you know, I got the beat off of YouTube and all that. We recorded it. I teased it for probably like maybe a week. And then I dropped it on SoundCloud that next weekend, and it was kind of like a surprise to everybody because it wasn't something that like I wanted to take serious. I kind of just did it to do it.
What was you, emotional?
My grandmother had passed at the time, so I was just kind of like, yeah, I was just, you know, I was going through a lot that summer, and it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It helped just kind of like, you know, being in the studio, being around the homies, and you know, just kind of being able to like. Do something a little different.
It's an outlet you ain't even
find it. Yeah, find it. Like it was. I found another outlet to help me out with that, and then it's just crazy. It was like that first song. I dropped it on SoundCloud, and everybody was like on it, and you know, we here now.
So you just a fucking natural. You know
something
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
You just walk in 6'4" superstar from the gate. I get it. It's cool. Do you take credit for him being a natural?
As far as rap?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
clearly you've been engulfed and he's been there the whole time.
Yeah. He would. So he did a rap at like 11 years old, and
I think everybody try around that.
No, he ain't try. He actually because I had a studio in my basement too.
So he did a whole joint.
Yeah, I made him do a whole song.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was like we sat up to almost like I picked him up. I think I done homework, picked him up from his mom's house, and we sat in my living room, and he wasn't really too thrilled about that because. We was there for like 5 hours, and he was like, he thought he was done. I was like, one more verse.
I don't say also like I said, I never really like being a rapper wasn't like a thing for me.
Wasn't his thing. It just he just went.
Like it was cool to do it.
So now this is work.
Yeah.
After the third hour, we working.
Yeah, so I was trying to do it for fun, and I pushed.
Yeah.
But and then me and his sister did the hook. I wrote the hook up for him. Me and his sister did the hook. She wanted to get on too, and then we recorded the song, played it. Everybody loved this and third. Deep down in his mind, he like, I am never doing
He's like,
this
y'all got
again.
It. He said, y'all got it. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all got one.
Because I tried to get him to do a second song, like a feature with me, and he was like, yeah, I'm a write it. Like months on, I'm looking like, bro, where's the song? And he was like, I just want to ride my bike. It's like,
I'm like,
neither was I. Was like, yo, just tell me, like, you got me thinking we about to work on the song. Just tell me you want to do it, and we ain't got to do it. He was like, well, I don't want to rap. I said, all right, you could have told me that like several months ago. I'd have been cool with it. I'd have been cool with it. But I mean, he stopped. That's where he initially started. And he used to go to the studio with me. He's been around like my boy Zay, who engineers him now. He's been around him. He's been around people. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new to him when it comes to that whole the environment. And plus, I used to be away so much, so they would listen to me on the radio.
Song. That's why he wrote the song. Deep down, somewhere in the back of his mind, he knew he needed that energy and that love. He wanted to get some shit off, and he's always fancied himself a superstar. No, but that's fly though, because y'all was damn near the Partridge Family, and then you fucked it up. Because your daughter was with it.
Yeah, she was.
Y'all was almost good. Like, no, because I was thinking, I got a homie that he's really talented. Like, he does layered, intricate tracks in like 20 minutes, bro. Like he walk in the studio with 4 songs in his head, and in an hour and a half he done 4 songs.
I about to say that's me. I went in the studio 10-hour session, recorded a whole mixtape.
You see what I'm saying? Like that type of shit is just like crazy. But he has a twin brother, and he was trying to convince his twin to rap so they could be the first lit twin rappers. Never.
No, wasn't it?
Never.
Wasn't it? What's his face in them now?
Who?
Pusha T and his brother.
They not twins.
Damn, they look
Miles
alike,
is older
though.
than Pusha.
They damn.
That's
sure
why they
look
said
alike.
Pusha ain't do what he be talking about. They said that's Miles' work. But anyway,
That's
but they
crazy.
they look just alike.
They do.
They look, at least they both don't got braids no more.
That would have been dope to have 2 twins, like twins come out as like rap.
Yeah, like
be hot.
he was fishing for, like, his brother broke his heart with that, bro. But his brother's not even. I don't even know if his brother listen to rap.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But he just wanted that so bad. And
I was about to say it's something you gotta really have like the interest in it to even like start it. Like if it's not something you really like into, if it's not something you really want to do, like I'm saying you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna have that passion to put into it, to start it, to even get to that point where it starts to really become something.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But for you, if you had to go through about 3 or 4 features before a motherfucker told you was nice, you think you would have kept doing it?
At the time, probably. Like I wasn't
Just the
really,
space
I
you was
wasn't really rapping to like take it anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So
Like I
it's
said,
like
it was
if bros booked the time and was like, we out, you would have rolled with him.
right. But if bro hadn't booked the session, you know
You
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
calling niggas like, yo, who got time today?
Exactly. Yeah.
I got a homie that's nice, and I done gave him every engineer phone number 5 times, and every time he want to book time, he called my phone.
You know why? So I had this.
I stopped calling.
No. Let me explain to you why. And I had to explain this to my boy a couple of weeks ago about artists and people in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not comfortable with talking to someone that they see or deem as up here.
I'm about to say, or even just people that they don't know.
They don't know. So, but what happens
He knows
is,
them at this point because we've been to their studios multiple
right?
times.
But
he
he's
ain't got
still,
no
but
excuses
he
there.
ingratiates
But
you
he's
and all
still,
of that.
ain't got
while
no
he's
excuses.
person,
but he looks at them like at another level, and he looks at you as a plug.
a conduit.
So at the end of the day, he's using you because he's like, listen, those are really your people. You're comfortable with them. I'm not there
He
yet.
playing a part while he in there still.
Exactly. So what happens is a lot of times, and I had to learn to become that conduit, you know what I'm saying, myself, because it's like, I realize that people will not just go through somebody that I introduce them to all the time because they're not comfortable, especially depending on the level of work that these people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to understand, like, I get it. Like, you're looking at them in one eye. I'm looking at them like, they just peoples.
We all a means to an end at a certain point.
Oh, hell yeah. But you have to be. And when you realize that you have to be, you become that and you don't shy away from it. You're not boasting about it. You're just looking at it like, this is what I'm geared to do in this moment for a certain someone. And if they come up off of that, then you clap.
My problem is, because I agree with everything you said, I'm busy. So when I introduce you to somebody,
You ain't trying
I
to
want
have
y'all to fuck with each other. I'm telling y'all off the intro. I'm not just telling y'all each other name. I'm telling y'all bios. He do this. He do that. Y'all need to exchange information. Y'all not even gonna act awkward. Pull your phones out before I walk away. Like I'm dead. You know that's how I carry. Like I tell people be like all the time. Like yo, you gotta put me on. Let me know this. I say yo, just show up. Come to an event. Don't gotta be my event. Find out if I'm gonna be at the event, or if I say I'm gonna be at the event. Come to an event. I introduce you to everybody in the room you need to know. Everybody. I will walk you around that motherfucker. But I don't got 8 nights to do that.
But and the killer is, remember we were just talking about a little while ago, we were talking about how people are becoming less humane and less social.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens now is because of the internet, because of this,
break the wall.
exactly, and it's beyond the wall, people are not really comfortable with people anymore. Like, people are easily irritated by the smallest thing you do. Just look at traffic. I mean, traffic is like traffic, but now we got more accidents because people are really just in their zone. They don't like one another. They don't want to talk. And if you have to talk to somebody, people could be extroverts, but deep down inside, they turn into introverts depending on what room you walk them into.
Absolutely. I've seen it a lot of times. And the worst of them is the Philly nigga. I keep it G. Our most boastful, arrogant homeboys You walk them in some of these buildings and they act like they ain't got business to do, yo. And it's just like, yo, we here for a reason. Like, nobody in here is gonna hop on your nuts.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, talk to the people. Because you know who talking to the people? The dudes that done been around the world twice is speaking to people they don't know. Shaking hands and kissing babies. The dudes that been around the world 2-3 times already is doing the work.
My line is always, we are not stars.
No.
Like, we ain't stars yet. So when you walk into a room, it is like we have a PR. And I manage. So I manage PRIMO. Sims is managed by Jazz.
Shout out my man Social.
Sims is
shout out
Social Sims, J Sims.
Shout out Social Flowers. SF did it.
He doing a whole thing September 10th. Shoot out to Rec Philly between 5:30 and 7:30. He's shooting sneaky performances. DM him for the details. Please DM him for the details for the sneaky performance. Models and artists, singers or rappers, you come out. We have videos posted up, but he also takes photos. DM him for prices and time slots. Please do not forget that. Trust me, I tell you, you will not regret it. But like when I walk into a room, so we were in New Jersey he had to perform, and it was just me, him, and Sims. We walking around, they eating, and I look around at them two. I'm looking like, what are y'all about to do? They was like, chill. I'm like, hell no. Walking around and talking to people, I'm like, no, bro, we did not drive in here just for to see this dude perform.
Make sure your presence is felt in the building. Make sure people knew you was there, man.
You gotta walk around, talk. I don't care if they sitting there, like, talk to every and anybody, get them to follow you. Sims did it this past week, but I always do this. I do this thing where, like, I ask people for their Instagram so that way, you know what I'm saying, I put my joint in there and I follow them back. I do that for a reason because a lot of times you enter into a room, people tend to be like, yo, I follow you. And it's like for game, but it's like, bro, this is networking. Like, you don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. You dismissing me could be a missed opportunity for you. Me dismissing you could be a missed opportunity for me.
And I'm not just trying to get a follower. I'm trying to network.
I'm trying to build a rapport. We're trying to network and build with you.
I don't need one more name on my followers. Like,
right.
I'm trying to build.
And that's the beauty of it. So, like, at the end of the day, as artists, as managers, even labels, it doesn't matter. The goal of this business to have organic followers and organic people, you have to walk around the room and talk. You know, even if you walk with somebody, hey, my name is this and the third. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm this and the third. Oh, yeah, I'm an artist or I'm a manager. Oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't, we have a thing coming up. Would you like to be interested? Sure. People are kind of like, how can I say it? Like, a lot of people do fear talking to people when you approach them. But it's all about how you do it. Once you learn how to approach people and you learn to become approachable, then it becomes an easier way to network amongst one another. Because naturally, people are threatened by one another.
I'll tell a cheat code that I had. I've always publicly spoke because my parents put me in that shit my whole life. You know what I mean? Every program, whatever, I've always done that. But I worked in retail when I was young. And then every store tell you got to greet a customer within the first 30 seconds, 40 seconds of them walking in the store. Just so that they're acknowledged and so that they know you watching them too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the more you did, like as a teenager, high school kid, going through puberty, being an asshole, you don't necessarily want to do that. But the more you did it, the funner your day was, the quicker your day went. You know what I mean? Like, it just was like standing there, 8 hours felt like 12. But when you was talking to the people and moving around, you figured some shit. And a couple shorties might have booked you. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't trying to shoot on clock. But if you doing your job, they'll come out that dressing room for something for you.
Conversation will always supersede a lot of stuff, and people don't realize that. If I can have a conversation with you, then that's something to build on. Whether it's short term or long term, it's still something to build on. And at the end of the day, you're going to leave an imprint, or I'm going to leave an imprint. And it's something that somebody's always going to remember. So when they see you, even if they don't know you personally, they're going to know you in some form or fashion, one layer. Like, I had a lady in the Uber today. I didn't really remember her. She's like, I know you. You picked me up before. I'm like, no. I'm like, she's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, maybe. And we're talking. When I dropped her off at this place, I'm looking like, yeah, I did pick her up before. It definitely was her. But we had a cool conversation like we had the first time. So now when I see her again, I'm definitely gonna remember because I'm not a face person. Like I have to see her a couple times to remember her face. So now when I see her, I'm gonna remember who she is. But she's been cool every time I picked her up, and we've always had dope conversations.
Well, this conversation is a progression from a prior conversation. We was just talking about the Free Love Festival.
Yeah,
I'm up there doing short interviews. We talking 2-3 minutes. How long your pops sat up there with me?
Yo, I was about to say, yo, whatever time you about to give me, don't surprise me, yo.
Yo, we might have did 10, 12 minutes. It got to the point where I said, you know these Joes supposed to be short. Y'all got to come to the studio so I could keep talking because we was enjoying the conversation. It wasn't even about, him dragging it out. We got caught up.
Yeah, we did.
And then I'm looking at her and I'm not sure if she said she had to run to the bathroom or something after this one, but it was something where it was like, all right now, from the other side of the camera. And I'm like, shit.
Oh, I gave you the wrap up.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man.
I remember.
But that conversation, because even when we was in the DMs and having, exchanges was good. But that conversation let me know that I could talk to y'all for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, a lot of motherfuckers ain't been up here yet because I can't talk to you for an hour.
I would say a lot of people don't have nothing to really talk about.
Yeah. Can't do it.
They either don't got nothing to talk about or don't got nothing going on.
Yeah. So back to you.
What's up?
Cause you young Magellan in the flesh right now, man.
What's going on?
What we doing project wise, rollout wise? What visuals is out there we should be excited about or coming? Like what's really? Cause she right there and she's about to text you all those answers in a second.
Nah, we are actually about to drop a video tomorrow.
Huh?
We're about to drop a video tomorrow for my song Cooper Sedan.
Okay.
He recorded it. Shout out to my man Church Pants. He edited it. And I mean, just the video is amazing, like it's crazy.
Dope.
So I'm super excited for everybody to see it. I had people hitting me like, yo, like that video look crazy. I'm like, it is.
So what you did the private joint? You can send niggas the link on the low?
No, I ain't. It was just from the preview.
Oh,
it was just from the preview.
Okay, all right. No,
people saw the preview and was like, that joint look crazy. I said, I know.
Somebody saw the whole joint. I'm like,
no.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, well, you can send me the
crazy.
But here's the thing,
I can wait till tomorrow.
So
I'll watch it.
That song, he performed it at Slim's underground. What's the name of that thing?
Underground Legends.
Underground Legends show. And when I heard it, I was like, he said, I'm gonna perform that. I said, all right, go ahead, do you play it. He did it. He was like feeling it, the beat, but I never really listened to the lyrics. He said, you gotta listen to the lyrics of that song. So I sat by and listened to it. I said, damn. I said, you really spit on that joint. So I was like, all right. So shout out to my man, Known Records. You know what I'm saying? I asked because Known was the very first person to engineer a whole project for him besides myself. So Known has a cam, and he said, anytime you need to use it, just come get it. So I said, all right, I had this idea to shoot it at a barbershop. You know what I mean? My man, Brandon, I was like, yo, quiet as kept. I said, when you in town, because he's from Houston to Philly, I said, you mind being a part of a video shoot? I have a whole idea planned out for this song. He was like, yeah, okay. He said, Primo, my young boy. He said, I'll do it. So he came through. We had something to do that day, and then we wound up going through there that night. He said, the barbershop closed. Y'all can come and do y'all thing. Set it up. And while we're shooting, I'm looking at it like, oh, this going to be real dope. They doing their thing, directing them or whatever. It's my very first real video shoot that I shot with that camera, or any camera at all, for real. And so we got it done. We were in a writing session and met my man Isaac Ford, Church Pants. He was like, yeah, I edit. So I'm like, all right, I need an editing for this song. It's on the joint. He said, well, bring it by. He said, bring it by and I'll look at it. Went by the studio, looked at it. He was like, all right, I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Man, I was very proud of the work that I did just from shooting it because I'm creative. Man, when that video came back, I showed them. I was like, you gotta see this video. I said, and I don't take full credit because the editing is a big part of it.
But I'm gonna tell you what you did. As somebody that never shot before, you got extra meat on the bone. You gave him enough to work with.
Oh yeah.
Like when you shooting for your editing, am I right or wrong? You know what you need and that's it. But when you really try to figure it out, you try to get as much as possible so that we can chop up. Even if we could just get a little here, a little there.
That's the crazy part.
I'm talking about social sense, by the way.
No, they laughed at me in the studio because So he'll tell
it's
you.
only like 5 or 6 scenes.
I only did like 6 or
Ain't
7
that many
scenes.
shots.
But it's not about how many scenes.
It's about the shots.
It's about the shots. It's about how much you could get out of each shot.
And
I was gonna say the crazy thing is because you know, like a lot of videographers, it's a bunch of shots in there. You gotta go through all. We did that joint. We did that video recorded in like an hour.
But that's cool because how many 5 scenes, but how many locations?
Just one
Same location.
Exactly. That's not bad. That's cool.
No, and that's the funny thing. So when I did it, so we did another one. We had to shoot another one too. I'm like this, and I tell you all the time. I'm not about to be traveling north sir. I shoot, and I'm not a videographer. Do not try to book me or hire me for anything. This is in house. I literally shoot one location, 8 scenes, and I'm done, and I'm out.
So
now
now
an hour we ghost.
So now you up to 8.
No, cause the last one I did was like what 8 scenes that we shot in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I have a vision of this is where I want to be. I don't do all that like let's work. No, I want to here, and then I'm done. That's it. I don't want to do any more. Let's go here. No, I want to shoot here, and I'm good.
Was you always good with his direction? For your videos, I'm getting chuckles. I'm getting hard chuckles from behind the camera.
No, I was gonna say it's crazy because like I'm not like for me the way I look at it is I'm not a very like complex person. I feel like if we're making a visual, your visual don't have to be super crazy. People don't watch videos like that anymore anyway. So you could spend a bunch of money going to all of these locations, getting 120 shots, but the reality of it is the same thing you do with all that. We could do all that in one location with an hour shooting at 8 shots.
And I believe that 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And
so,
I've had locations for 4 to 12 hours to shoot a fucking video.
Yeah, bro. like it's
the same location.
It
can go like I know what you mean. It ain't always
people like what's easy. They like simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the truth is like we're not at that point where you need all of the extra stuff. If your scenes is cool and you got some nice effects in there, you could take that. So you could take that very, very far.
What's your thing? What's your bullet points that have to exist? What do you look for when you look at the playback of you on film? Is it your motion? Is it the edits? Is it everything? Like how do you?
A lot of stuff for me when it comes to like the people.
Times.
I always think about like aesthetics. Whether it's visual or audio, like what's gonna make the people say like, "Yo, this song is cool."
We lighten, we background. That's what we care about first.
It's how it comes across. Like, does the video make you feel like that's what's going on?
Yeah, the message.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like that's good with simple videos and vibes is like currency.
Exactly.
Is that relatable to you?
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
All right.
Currency could do a video
Breakfast
in front of his.
One of my favorite videos.
I'm about to say he could do a video in front of his crib with the cars.
Yeah.
And that's all he need. Cause you don't need that much. People who watch your videos, they already like the song.
One of his biggest videos, definitely in his garage.
So yeah, so if they run into your video, they already like the song. You already got them with the song.
Yeah.
As long as your aesthetics is something that's like pleasing to people's eyes, you good. You golden.
Now, I didn't cut you off because you give the give the perfect answer. But I was trying to pick at the father son shit.
No, bro.
I was so much more petty than that answer.
You know what it is?
But that was a great answer.
No,
because it's a lot of truth in that because visually it's still him.
Yeah.
He got to be the star he need to be.
And that's the thing though for me. And the thing is direct. Like so, like it's direction. So anybody that even shoots, I'm only involved because I'm like, yo, I need to see what's going on because how this. Bottom line is, what's being put out there is still a direct representative of what we do as a label and as a team.
Absolutely.
So, like when you look at the people don't understand.
So cut
like,
Puffy some slack.
Yeah. So when you look at an artist, people tend to forget to look behind that person because a lot of this, what goes on behind, is what makes the artist the artist.
That's why I say Puffy. Now listen, I don't know if you might know this. Puff said one time, everybody wanted 112. Somebody got 112. Was it the same 112 without me? Yeah. They not that cool. They don't even know what to wear on stage without me.
It was him.
He like the whole thing was me.
It was.
Like it ain't like they could sing, cool. But the vibe was me.
And that's why
if you got money, you don't necessarily got vibe.
Yeah, and that's
You
why
know
he
what I
took
mean?
people. I'm not a Diddy fan in that sense, but I'm gonna tell you what I always tell people about certain artists.
I'm
I'm
wobbly with him.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
in a lot of them.
It's. I tell people all the time. I see people in two fashions. Either you're an artist or you're a business. Diddy did business, whether we agree with his business or not, and you didn't understand his business or you didn't take care of your business. Diddy did business, and at the end of the day, if Diddy's fronting all the money for all this stuff, he owns it. So when he tells you to do something, you're like, hey, no, bro, he's the one. Like, I think people got it messed up with it. Like, why I gotta do this? Then find your own money, do your own thing, and then let's see how far that works out for you.
That's why you start the Partridge Family. You start a label. You keep all of the interest
And
where
to
it's
yourself.
supposed to be, and then when it's time to make a move, y'all make it as a unit with wiser brains and a plan.
And it's a partnership.
And leverage. Right.
And the thing is, the reason why I've always been, when I used to be out in music and do that stuff, people always say, oh, why don't you do this? I'm like, no, because it's not always, it's about control. It's about intellectual property. And on top of that, it's really more so about, I would rather work with somebody than work for somebody.
Absolutely.
And that's my whole thing. Is like partner with somebody, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have the same amount of mutual respect for you. Whether you have it for me or not, I'm still gonna respect you, because your demeanor will never dictate my character, who I am as a person.
Okay.
So if you do ugly business, I know how to work around that, and I know how to work through it, because you had to in this business. It's ugly. It gets grimy. People think this music business supposed to be butterflies. No, bro, you will not make money like that. You can, but you might not if you don't understand the business. If you understand it's a loan.
But this goes back to the difference in different rooms.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, I done had to tell Savages no before.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to be paperwork and response. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, at what point do you forget that? Like, no, like we have to have something we sticking to. And that has to be a level of quality,
right?
Responsibility and accountability.
And accountability, you have to have that,
right?
You got to know when you fuck up, and you got to own up to it.
So who makes you comfortable to create? Now you have the engineer you shouted out earlier, Zay.
Yeah,
you've been knowing Zay since.
He got two. He got Known and my man Zay, aka Ziggy.
And who do you like to create with, artist wise?
Artist wise, I mean, for real, my whole thing is like, if I like people who want to work.
Cause he talking about work with people, so I'm like, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, like my thing is like, if people want to work, then like let's get together, because at the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong, I love making music, I love making great music, I love creating the vibes, but at some point the vibes ain't enough. So it's like, we could be cool, we could have the greatest vibe in the world, but if you don't want to work, then it's like, what's the point of it? We making all of these vibes that's not gonna get us anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Start
so
in the studio or before the studio.
Yeah.
We don't wait till we figure out a roll.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's it's no point in us going in the joint making a song and we not doing anything.
Cause this rolling, is you rolling or is you just on here?
Exactly. So
no,
for me, it's
I like
really,
that a lot.
Yeah. It's about who wants to work. It's about who, you know, do we feel like make, you know, great music.
He can match the vibe of the song too that's being put out.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
He don't have too many features with people, more so with R&B people, but he got a song that he did with Sims and with Raisin. Shout out to Raisin Kush. He did a song with Sims and Raisin.
It's a great name. I don't know him, but that's
I did this. I did this
that's
beat.
The homie, you feel me?
And I gave it to each of them, and I was like, right to the track. Now I'm a pusher, so I was texting them. Knock on his door.
This is why y'all intrigue me, because I know your style is not his style.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's crazy.
That's
why y'all.
Me and him are two completely different people. Yo.
We are.
I know.
He gets on my nerves, and I get on his nerves like crazy.
I don't say.
We were just arguing yesterday.
Back to the balance.
But for me, Sims and Raisin, that's why I say like it's about who wants to work. Like, cause that vibe has to go somewhere. Like, to me, those is the homies, but. Like, I know they be outside. You know what I'm saying? I know Raisin be outside. Sims be with us.
It's one of my biggest things.
We support each other. So it's like when it came time to put it together.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me, him, and Raisin at Sims' crib, brainstorming everything. You know what I'm saying?
Song came out crazy.
Like I said, I'm saying when we booked the session, everybody came through. They did their part, and we came out with a fire song.
I'ma
Like
say-
I said, like the vibes don't
Hold
mean
up,
nothing
I
if
got
nothing
one.
comes after the vibes. So the whole point is we're not making a song because we homies. We're making a song that we believe in, that we feel like, yo, this is hot. If we put this out, people are going to listen to it. If we put a visual out, people are going to flock to it.
Yeah.
And when it comes that time, everybody's going to push it because everybody works.
Now I'm gonna explain what I see. Right? You talk a lot. You
Yeah.
be on your shit. You're very engaging, and you say good shit. He knows how to fall back. Every time he speaks, he say some dope shit,
Yeah.
but he don't force it. And I want to salute you for that because
I appreciate that.
we watch interviews with people all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes like his interview with such and such, and only such and such talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody know their position, every situation different, right? You already on it. Like, I really like how you represent what you believe in and what your angle is and your dynamic, and I love that it doesn't sound like his. First of all.
It should.
Second of all, how long have you had your name?
That's the funny part. That's the funny part. So I have two names. That's why it's Primetime X Primo, because I've gone and these were
Cause
names.
like, is your mama Mexican?
No, but these were names before rap. These were names before rap. These are names that I got like from like friend, like my really
Nigga named
like good
Primo.
friends.
I know.
Oh, I already know that. Like
So-
I said
so
something.
listen,
I
so
I was
listen,
just like,
right?
I know, but
It wasn't a shot. Look,
You gonna explain
So
now?
listen,
Mama
right?
love,
It's a story. So
not me.
So like I said, like when I got out of high school, I went to college for a little bit.
Yeah.
I went to Montgomery County Community College.
Okay.
And while I was up
Yo,
there,
GCC.
they
Used to
like
play
they have a basketball gym, but on the other side is a smaller gym. So every Friday, like me and all my friends, we would kind of take over the smaller gym, and that would be like
You trying to tell me
our
he was nice?
that would be like our
Is that
big
your sneaky way
that
of
was
saying
like
he
that was
was
our
nice,
big
though? He
thing.
is
That was
nice
our
on the
big
court.
thing. Like every Friday, the course was full. It's 5-on-5s every time you get your team come out there. But every time I got out there, I always say, yo, it's prime time, grind time. So after a while, you know what I'm saying, shout out to
He
my
was
man
corny.
Prince. He start like prime time
You
got
such
to
a
the
LeBron generation.
yo prime time got to the point where because it was a saying. It was never like I was still. I'm saying my real name. I was still Calvin.
I never walked
So,
on the court and said the same thing every
Yo,
time.
I lie to you
Unless
not. I would
unless
step on the court. I'd be like, it's prime time. Yo, it's prime time, grind time. We came out here to grind niggas up. That's what we came out here to do. So,
Y'all had a model.
so it turned into my name from my friends.
That's
But
like-
when I
that's
was
like
in
hot sauce.
school,
That's how hot sauce
Yeah,
goes.
right?
yeah.
When I was in school, like every time I would meet somebody new, my homie Prince would say, "Yo, that's my homie Prime Time."
So you had
And
a
it would be
homie
like-
named Prince, and you was yo, y'all niggas
Yo.
is too much. Is he tall too?
No, no.
Better not be
This is
Bad.
this is a
Prince
true
in
story,
prime
yo.
time? My
So-
daughter better not never bring you niggas.
So
to
it
my-
got it got to a point where like people would be like, "What's your real name?"
Right.
Because so many people in school knew me as Prime Time, because that was my name.
through
Everybody
that.
saw me. Yo, that's Prime. That's Prime Time. Like that's what it was.
I was real good. I
And
went through that.
Primo came years after from my brother Mir, and that started like as a joke, because like at one point like my friends ain't like when I got out of character, that's when I was being Primo. My friends ain't like Primo for a long time.
This whole platform started as a joke.
Really?
My man said, "You always in the fucking bar. You always on the Barstool or some shit. Fuck, you think you is Sam Malone?"
Listen.
I'm
I like the name.
The best things,
Did he call me Barstool
start with
Ruger?
no intentions.
I
Because
like
I
the
was
name.
already Ruger. Like,
Sipping with Sam. That name
best-
caught
well,
me.
see, that's the progression, because it's like you sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone. I couldn't put Barstool Ruger on a
Yeah.
kid's shirt.
Right.
Yeah, you
So,
really can't.
But a baby can sip with Sammie. It's called formula. But yeah,
They
you know
can do
what I'm
bottle
saying?
juices.
But yeah, so you
But
know,
this whole shit started as a joke.
the Primo name kind of stuck amongst me and like my, close knit group of brothers.
I know how that goes.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe that you're not supposed to make up your own nickname.
No,
I'm
Yeah,
old school
yeah,
that
no.
way.
Yeah.
I know that we grew up with generations who like their online presence was a name they made up for them. That's different.
No.
I've been
But in
Prime
the
Time for
streets-
9 years.
See what I'm saying?
It stuck.
But you've been rapping how long?
3.
Exactly.
I've been Primo for like 4 or 5.
See what I'm saying? Like, I was Barstool, I was Sam Malone, I was Sippin' with Sammie and all that before I had a platform. But the platform spun out of like embracing the what you want, the ENJ or the, you looking
I'm looking for that cognac.
for the
again.
Courvoisier?
Yeah.
My man. But came from me actually embracing the lifestyle and making it a thing. You see what I'm saying? Because my rollout can't be me having to put on a cape every time I walk out the house. I have to come as Sammie. So I gotta come as Barstool. Like, and if I come as Ruger, then y'all might as well just lock the front door and don't let nobody else in.
Barstool Ruger.
I'm sorry, like I earned that name 100%.
And I think that's
I was
the
saying it's
beauty
crazy.
of it,
Like
too.
when I first started rapping, I was just Primetime.
Yeah.
The problem was
Primo.
a lot of Primetimes.
Yes,
So it was like
whole lot of arrogant niggas, huh?
Exactly. So
You can't even
So-
you can't even find his first album like that because it's under another
it's under
prime time.
Oh, trust me, searching Sam Malone take a while to find my shit, man. You see everybody sipping with Sammie come up quicker though.
listen, if you Google PrimetimexPrimo, it's me 10 times out of 10.
See, every time.
Every time.
See,
Never
that's
fails.
how sipping with Sammie do me. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sipping with Sammie.
Nobody.
Without,
So-
especially the way it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when it came, like when that time kind of came after the first EP and stuff, that's when I
It
was
became
kind
a
of like,
better identifier.
yeah, I'm like I want to do this. I'm gonna make this my Instagram name because
And your
this is gonna be
publicist
easy to
said-
find.
And your
This is all
publicist, but what did your publicist say once you figured that out? It's about goddamn
That's what I'm saying.
time.
I figured it out,
Once
and
you
I was
told
like,
her,
that's what I'm saying. I figured this was prior to the team.
oh, this
Yeah,
before
it was
the
just
team?
us.
This is just when it
Oh,
was
so
us.
she came on and you already had that.
Yeah.
My bad. Don't mean to discredit you,
Yeah.
black man. I don't mean to discredit you, black man.
it was like for me, and it was like making it my. That's what I said. Like making it my
He
Instagram
said it
name,
3
my
times,
artist
that's
name.
why I'm apologizing.
It's you know what I'm
I
saying.
didn't
It's
catch
so easy to find me, and every time you look that name up, it's always gonna be me.
No, but then that goes further into your vision, into your visuals, and all of that. It's still
Right.
always going to be you.
Exactly.
But do we ever play mechanic? You don't ever jump under the car or nothing?
He did that a couple of times for some
I do
content.
that like as an actual job. That's what I be explaining.
But
to
this is
people.
why I'm asking.
Like,
don't think that I don't expect this answer.
No. But what I do explain to people is like I love cars. I'm a huge fan of cars. I'm a huge fan of JDM cars. Absolutely love them.
Okay. Dream car.
My dream car.
toy car. Like toy car. Like
GTR R33
okay.
off the top.
Yeah.
Right there and there.
Stone
Greatest car
cold
ever.
nerd shit.
Yeah, always.
Shit a whole
But yeah, I'm
computer.
a big
Stone
car
cold
nerd.
nerd shit. Nah, you good.
But like that was like for me the being a mechanic. That's why I would say like there's a difference between people who like cars and people who are mechanics. When you're a mechanic, that's what you do like as your job. You wake up, you go to work, you fix people's cars, you go home. I love cars outside of that. So for me, it's like the car thing is the culture.
you still
know what I'm
giving me
saying?
currency vibes. Keep going.
It's the pulling up to the parking lots and there's 50 cars out there.
Yeah.
Everybody just chilling. You seeing some.
I'm into
You
that.
seeing
And I never
bills
even
you
had
ain't
no
never
fly
seen
shit,
before.
But I like watching that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no fly shit
But
either.
like to me,
I don't like attention.
like
Like on my car, like I don't like having identifiable vehicles.
I like that.
See what
But
I'm saying?
Neither
but
do
for
I.
me, it also
It's too
has to be. It's funny because me and Jazz had this conversation like a couple weeks ago. Like, there's something about that car that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that car that makes you feel like, yo, like this is mine.
My uncle
Nobody
had-
else has this.
My uncle
Like
had
this
a
is me.
GTO, and my dad had a Firebird. My uncle had the fastest GTO in the city.
I was about to say, they General
He
Motors
sold
fans.
it to a nigga. He totaled it the next day. He told my
Damn.
grandma he gonna kill himself in that car. He can't handle. He totaled it the next day. Like they used to drag race.
I named every car I had. I gave a
So
name
I
to every
understand the
car,
love
but
of
I've
it.
Yeah,
never.
a toy.
like
You see
Yeah, but it's
I love
different
having I love having like that car.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I like that. That's your passion though. Like I like that you're intelligent enough to say I went to college and then became a mechanic and did the mechanic thing. And the way you said it wasn't like you felt like a fall off from that.
Yeah.
You weren't saying that apologetically.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
We beat
Like,
I'm about
about
to
it a little
say- yeah,
bit.
bro,
though.
you dad, bro.
Yeah.
But listen, look at him now. 7
definitely
years
beat
later,
about
what we
it.
doing?
But no,
you know
I was
what?
gonna say, I
we
They good.
No,
man.
no. It wasn't. No, when he got his joint, I told him. I said the conversation we had was this. I said, well, if you're gonna do school, get a piece of paper, go be a mechanic. He
I was like, man,
He was like, I ain't doing that.
I ain't
shit.
doing that.
No, he
Waste.
was going for free.
I was about to say, but what?
But that's still time.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but what I also
That's
had
still
to
time.
what I also had to explain to him was
Nothing more valuable than time.
I was like, at the end of the day, me going to trade school eliminates the need for me to need a degree, because you don't need a degree to work on cars. That's based off of nothing but experience and skill.
And most
So-
jobs, bro, you wind up getting there after your
Yeah.
5 years of college, and the motherfucker you working under just went there straight from high school. Or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Got nepotism.
And he did
Come
good.
on,
With, he
man.
I was
did,
gonna
he
say,
did
and
good with the
I
mechanic
think
job.
it's important to
Mechanics are important. I love you, motherfucker. I don't buy new cars. I got y'all niggas in my phone all day.
But no, I also think
want a car
I think it's
note.
important to vouch for it's important to vouch for trade school too. Like
Absolutely.
a lot of black kids don't get that get that told to them as an
I come from
option.
a long
I say
line
not
of
even
barbers.
experience. They don't even get that as an option. They tell you, yo, you got to go to college, get a degree, get a good job, da 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 da. A lot of people don't know. Nah, bro, that money you spent on college, you could pay half of that to have somebody teach you how to work on
You
cars
see
and make
top
that money
shelf
back.
Right there?
Yeah.
That newspaper article with the
Yeah.
red, that's my dad. That was the last day he was
Oh,
in
they
the
were just
barbershop.
talking about him too in the joint too.
And
They
you
got
don't
they
and
named
you
the
don't
block
need a
after-
degree to be a barber.
But you do need,
You need a license
it's a
to
trade.
run the
Right.
joint. Yeah.
It's a trade.
So I
You-
believe
you-
in trades wholeheartedly because generations of my family have survived off of barbershops.
But remember though,
You see what I'm saying?
But remember
Like-
though, we start as a people. We started off in the trades.
We were the
But
trades.
before they,
Exactly.
We
before they,
taught people what trades
yeah,
were. Like
before
we was
we
already
became, before they
building,
pushed college on us, we were in the trades.
We were building societies before anybody.
And that's why I think it's important to
There was no
to
trade
bring that
teaching
message back.
before
Bring that
math
message
and
back to a
science.
lot of these high schools
Yeah, they
where a
need
lot
to
of
bring
these
back
kids
those
don't
type of
see
schools
college
and
as an
classes.
option. They don't see no real option
they don't
after
have
high
to.
school. Yeah, right, you don't have to. I told plenty of people, go to Harbor Freight, spend $100, get you some tools. You go on YouTube, you can learn everything you need to know. You can
like
start
that.
working on cars the next day.
I like that.
If you really don't feel like school is that option for you, there are plenty of ways to make money
like
with
that.
your hands out there.
I believe in that wholeheartedly. And I went to college. I ain't finished neither. But I went.
I did 1 year.
But
Out.
dig it though. You can attest to this. There was a time where if you hopped on SEPTA, all the businessmen looked the same. All the people that was making over $20,000 a year had a suit, briefcase, probably an attitude, whatever
Pretty
have
much,
you,
yeah.
right?
Reading the
Nowadays,
paper.
You be on SEPTA, that kid with a book bag and a skateboard
Making
is probably
$150,000. Yeah.
Like y'all broke the mold in a real way.
Yeah, I was
In a real way.
It's crazy. Like I
So you
think
shouldn't
we
feel
were
like
the
you have to go to
generation who
college.
kind of felt like, you know, you could figure out a way to do it.
I'm gonna tell you.
One
I'm gonna
way
tell
or
you what.
another.
My generation watched people work places for 22 years and,
And
get fired.
or get a pension that they still got to put
Get
the work
half
on.
now they
But-
working at
but
Walmart on the register.
But I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you where the disconnect came in though.
so
But-
y'all definitely wasn't.
But here's
fucking
where the
with that.
disconnect. Here's where the disconnect came in though. So we have a generation who went to school or didn't go to school but understood business.
business, right?
We have a newer generation who
get the
skip
money
stuff, get the money,
and
but
have
don't
no
know
idea
business
why they
because, and that's why when you see them doing crazy stuff, you're like and they're young. By the time they hit a certain age, they're done. Because if you don't teach people how to maintain or how to leverage or how to work with, then giving me $1 million to run with, I'm gonna either burn through it, support everybody that don't need to be supported, and I'm not gonna invest it or reinvest that money to make me
Let's
more
start
money.
before
I,
the million.
I was gonna say, but I think that goes back to what you said though. Like, but because we broke the mold, nobody really knew what they was doing. So when you really look at it, it took a while for us to get to a point where we realized you could figure it out, and you can sustain it. Because you had to learn how to sustain, like we had to learn how to sustain things that job wise we didn't think was possible before.
And we just was having that conversation.
I was about to say, think about how many times you heard somebody's parents say, "You ain't gonna make no money playing them video games." Now kids
what I
make
just
millions
said.
of dollars.
Yeah.
Before
Kids
you
make
got here, we
millions
just
of
had this
dollars
conversation.
playing video games and streaming
night.
it online for people to
No.
watch them play video
You can make
games.
$3 million if you win this weekend tournament.
And people
Like what?
And people watch. If you look at YouTube numbers on people who stream games and just post them, people go and watch gameplay.
And you can go pro at 12. It's like tennis.
But
You know-
I'm gonna say, we had to figure out how to break the mold, and then once we figured out how to break the mold, then it was, all right, how do we make this thing something that actually lasts?
But here's
y'all actually do a better job of trying to control it to the point where they have to fuck with y'all to benefit from
right.
y'all.
Exactly.
We didn't do that.
And that's the kick though. So picture
We
this.
were just taking the money.
Picture this.
We didn't care if they really fucked.
The $3 million is the cash prize, right? Mm-hmm. How many people show up to enter into this contest?
5,000 people from across the nation.
I'm about to say that's not even counting the people who come to watch it live.
Right.
Sims know this work.
So 5,000, right? Hold on. So 5,000. How much is each ticket?
Who knows?
So let's say each ticket is about $300.
$200-300. Yeah.
So you do 300 times 5,000. On top of the people that's viewing it, how much money did the people behind the scenes make?
How much did Monster put up?
I was about to say, that's
what I'm saying?
No, that's cool because at the end of the day, they have a platform that they have to sustain, which gives us
we're all trading IPs.
Right, I'm about to say,
exactly.
But at the end of the day, somebody had to get it to a point where y'all saw this as a business to be able to pay people.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of it. So
that's why boxing is changing right now.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, and a lot of people hate Jake Paul. I get it, but if you look at a lot of the top guys, they say, "Yo, he's bringing back a sport that was seen." No,
I'm not a fan.
Listen. He's bringing entertainment to something that
was dying.
A lot of people did not see entertainment in. Because
they just had to add a fucking shot clock to baseball because it was dying. Boxing was on the same list, bro.
It was.
But
why does Floyd get what he gets? Because Floyd retired 4 times. And every time he retired, the game dropped 80% and they had to pay him.
And what else did he do, though?
That means there's nobody else that's entertaining.
But what else did he do, though?
It's entertaining.
He did something else, too. Him and De La Hoya got together, started their own thing, and they did a Don King. They're managing the boxers.
They did what the kids are doing. They did the next step beyond Don King. When you watch a generation of Don Kingdom, you say, okay, as a fighter and a fighter whose parents and uncles was fighters, I'm not going to be stuck under that. As soon as we get an opportunity, we're going to flip the game on sideways, and they're going to have to catch up. That's what the kids is doing.
And that's what took away entertainment from boxing. When boxing became political, entertainment lost.
But let me make my Jake Paul argument real quick.
Go ahead, make your Jake Paul argument.
I heard a very great fighter, I think it was one of the Cholos, if I'm not mistaken, say, we criticizing this kid, but when we meet a fighter that's 22-0, 19 of them fights was bullshit.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is on camera for all of them motherfuckers, yo. And no matter who you say he was fighting, they didn't just get to throw 20 people onto his legacy. You had to watch him fight as somebody that wasn't a fighter. Like, you have to respect his numbers just as much as that dude that you like at 32-1. Because you don't know who them first 20 was.
But he has a fan. But see, but the beauty of that is when you have a fan base, like a YouTuber or something, when you have a fan base, no matter what, boxing world is going to use you because, number one, we want your numbers.
Right.
That's the business.
I'm about to say they're using him, but you also got to keep in mind.
All gladiator sports is based on bullshit.
I'm about to say I bring all of this to your sport, so you have to give me what I want.
Bro, you got
like now he's wrestling.
No, you have 10,000 streams if I'm not involved.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now he's wrestling too. No matter if he goes into tennis, what's gonna happen? They're gonna allow him to play tennis.
They're gonna turn that shit up
even if it's fixed, even if it's fixed, they're gonna do it because it's gonna bring.
But golf is gonna remind him they're gonna treat him like a nigga.
Who, Jake Paul?
Golf will treat him like a nigga.
I was about to say
golf still needs their 12-year grace period before they catch him. Golf will treat you like a nigga.
Because golf is already
I was gonna say, but the only thing with golf is if you're already a golf fan, you're gonna watch.
Golf is kind of turned up. If you watch these docs and shit, these fans like golf is not the same. Like they're reacting to putts. The Tiger Woods era took over, right?
Yo,
now golf is getting younger because even the stars are so young now. But they won't accept but so much. You see what I'm saying?
What about tennis?
Because they mad at that, but they gotta accept it.
What about tennis?
Tennis is similar.
What's the brother that do tennis now? Who be doing stuff behind his back, under the legs?
Oh, the boy on Instagram.
Yo,
you see the boy that be doing the golf? He go to all the what's the name, Joyce? He do a backflip, a somersault, and punt that bitch out of the app. He never misses. This motherfucker's crazy. These people get invited to Wimbledon.
Right.
These people get invited to the U.S. Open because even though we would never put them on the course, once they do this, We got action.
Yeah.
Yep.
They get carte blanche. They get the Rolls Royce, the private jet, the Tomahawk, the everything all weekend.
I'm about to say
Just
and,
because we need 2
and then,
million
I'm
more
about to say,
eyes.
and I'm about to say that's the thing.
Just
once
to
you
see
once
if
you
they
get
see him on the
that
sideline.
once you get that person on the screen, you bring in so many more people.
It's on the
With-
shade
I was
room.
gonna say which.
It's on this.
Because nobody watches
I'm about to
TV
say
anymore.
and not
it's on
not to
regular media
not to
now.
mention
The
like
news covers
you
this shit
said
now.
breaking the mold, because Jake Paul's whole thing was I can get fighters paid more than the sport itself.
His
Yeah,
biggest beef
yeah.
is with the
His
UFC
biggest
because
beef
he's
is
trying
with
to get
Dana White
UFC
because
paid.
he wants them to get paid.
his biggest beef.
if I
They gonna try to kill
No,
him.
a lot of
No,
the
they
media
not.
slander that comes his way is because a lot of people are in Dana White in them pocket. You gotta realize
Yeah.
who he's fighting.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
oh,
what I'm
from the
saying.
UFC. Oh, the boy from the UFC. He fight,
right.
he's
The
fighting
boy
UFC
that
fighters, isn't it?
the boy that beat the hell out of his wife in front of everybody and nothing happened.
Isn't he fighting UFC fighters though? Basically, it's like a bunch of UFC fighters.
He's giving them the option and he's telling them that their contracts is messed up. And every time somebody wants to talk to him about Floyd Mayweather, he brings up that the UFC ain't paying nobody.
Yeah.
He has a mission. It's just like Dion and them. They just won the other day, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Colorado. What's the first thing out of his son's mouth? HBCUs. The mission is the mission. Jake Paul and them on the same shit. They trying to destroy the empire.
Broke the mold, and now you got to make it sustainable.
Make it make sense.
And
Why
now you're
don't your
making it
fighters have
sustainable for
healthcare?
everybody.
Your fighters average 30, 40,000 a year as fighters, and they don't have health care.
And that's crazy.
They got to pay for it. That's what he's fighting for. Tell me when I'm saying something wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what he's fighting for.
I have a respect for that. I can't sit here and deny
No,
that.
but
I was gonna
but
say
see,
every-
the angles is different. now.
Every,
Like,
everybody hates
yeah.
him until you really look at what he's doing for the sports.
Yeah, that's true.
And what he's doing is he's getting people paid.
Tyson
getting
ain't-
people on TV.
When Tyson ain't mad at you, I ain't mad at you.
Tyson is supporting it.
When Tyson
Tyson
says
is
to go,
supporting it.
who else opinion I'm taking?
He's supporting it, man.
Tyson had tigers and was like, yeah, he's a puppy. Mike, you know what fight mean. I'm with you. No, real rap though. This is a great conversation with y'all. See, this is why what's it? They ran so long. We're supposed to be.
Oh,
short.
because he was in there talking.
I think that's why it ain't out yet. Wait, edit your part. I like to talk shit to my people.
No, you know what though, but it's cool though because that was our first time interacting, and one thing I said was when I saw it, I said if he around there, I said it's a nice little event to go to. So my thing when I saw you, I told them 2 days like we gonna sit down and chill. I said, well, I'm gonna go over there and talk to Sammie real quick. I wasn't waiting for nobody, honestly.
Explain to me and my audience why I get that. Why do you assume that if I'm somewhere it must be worth it, or why am I so important? What did you see in me?
So here's the thing about it. I'm gonna tell you what it is
Let me
about
be
you.
selfish real quick.
No, I'm gonna break it down to you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I don't see people as opportunities. I see the value in the person. Every time you do your shows, every time I watch Sippin' with Sammie, you're having real conversations, you're doing real things. So when you're at places, that means that you're not just there because you just want to be there.
You're there for a reason.
You're there for a reason and with a purpose. And at the end of the day, whether you know it or not, I've always DM'd you and sent messages like, "Yo,
Oh
babe,
no, it
what's
took
up?"
a while for me to catch up.
Yeah, I know, but I've always
No,
done that.
I own that.
But
That's my fault.
but I do it genuinely.
Mhm.
I do it out of respect, and I do it because I value what you bring
No, you
to
always come with
the
respect.
art and what you bring to podcasting, what you bring to networking, what you bring to shows. And my thing is, I was looking like, that's why I asked you about sponsors. I'm like, ain't nobody pick them up yet? Do they not see what I see? But as a brother, I have to respect that, and I have to encourage it, and I have to also celebrate it. See, a lot of people get that mixed up because they don't understand that when we're not used to being celebrated, or we're not used to other brothers, people uplifting us in a sense. So we take it as, oh, they just dicky, they just being JoJo.
I hate
No,
that
bro,
culture.
I really admire what you're doing. Fuck all the accolades. I admire what you do. You do this with a purpose and a reason, and that should be valued. So I take that serious in any and everybody I invest my time, watch time, or whatever into. So when I saw you on there, I'm looking like, shit, Sammie there. Let's go vibe out. And then we saw other artists that we knew that was
a
there.
lot of people don't pop
You said
up
what?
and do pop up podcasts either.
No, but I mean, see, that's the thing. Like, these things are blessings, right?
Yeah.
To be able to get enough space and to get ideal space to be able to set my setup up
Right.
and be able to
Right.
get energy from your event.
It's also
Something I get paid for some, and it's
Yeah.
something that I would willingly do every day of the week for others.
It's the
But
it's the idea of
It's a blessing.
you're the person that can do it, and you're the person that can do it for a reason.
Shout out to Fine
Everybody
Productions,
can't do
K,
what you
happy
do. You
birthday.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most
So-
And I
definitely. Happy
appreciate
anniversary
that.
to you.
But like, I mean, if you understand the energy that probably all of us have given to bullshit at some point in our lives, whether
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
relationship, whether that's
Yeah.
dabbling
I'll
in
drink
the
let's drink
streets,
to that one.
whether that's not taking
Yeah.
school shit, whatever we did where we could have been doing better. This is something that ingratiates me with the community. That still keeps me the guy on the cutting edge of like the new hot shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know the up and coming artists. I don't know all of them, but I get to listen to like local motherfuckers and don't have to play you other motherfuckers because there's so much dope shit that
That's coming out.
I'm ingratiated with. That they're emailing me, big homie, check this out. Yo, I want you. You know what I mean? Whatever. This is coming up. This is what we doing, and it's like that's exciting for me. That's the blessing because that helps my mental health. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arrogant enough to think that I have to be at the top, but I've always been one of the ones early in the know.
And you said something important, because this is one of my mottos.
You used to go to Dykeman. We used to have to go to New York to get clue tapes. I used to have all the clue tapes in Philly.
Oh, shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Clue tapes that's classic.
We used to bootleg Clue when I was in 9th grade.
Yeah, y'all bootlegged.
We was
Y'all
Xeroxing
bootlegged a lot
covers.
of shit.
You know what I'm talking
Y'all
about, bro?
bootlegged a lot of shit.
Because there was 3 spots in Philly that had the clue tapes. I used to go on bus trips with the church, go to swap meet, grab all that shit. Who Kid, whoever.
I ain't heard that name in a long time. God
Bunch
damn.
of motherfuckers, bro. Doo-Wop, DJ Doo-Wop.
Yeah,
I used to
I know
grab
him.
all that shit, bro. I used to hate K Slate because he used to talk too fucking much.
All through the record.
But they used to sell. I just ain't listen to him. Like, so, like, when you know what I mean? Y'all so blessed, man. And for you to be strong in yourself, intelligent, and have great leadership, bro, you have no idea, man. Like, I am thoroughly enjoying talking to you, gentlemen. I did the last time. But that has nothing to do with music. I didn't give you a compliment on music. all night. I done tapped the shoulder about 4 times already. He probably like, ain't that close. Ain't that close.
No, but listen, here's the kicker. So I had a young 15-year-old dude in the car 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And me and I always have conversations, especially with the youth. We had a long talk. And he said to me, yeah, my people send me music all the time to assess. And I was like, for what? He was like, so I said, you don't realize, but you're acting as an A&R. And you know, he in the
There's a
streets.
job title for that.
So
yeah.
I said, you're acting. So we started talking. I said, listen, here's what you want to do. If they're doing that, you want to start streaming live when they do that and start showcasing music of local artists. I said, then you want to build your platform. I said, bro, you only
build
15.
your relationships
I said,
with people that can benefit
exactly.
from your, exactly.
I said, you can make so much money doing what you're doing. Just stay out the dumb shit. I said, but I'm here to encourage you. I said, do what you got to do. Stay out the streets. Go to school. I said, but you can really manage a lot of that stuff and make a platform. He was like, all right, OG. He smiled. He said, I'm going to look into it. I'm like, bro, I said, whether you do or not, I just had to impart that into you.
It rings back when it rings back.
Yeah.
It might even ring back in itself.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to get out that motherfucker. But it
Yeah.
rings back when it has to be said. Because you know who he is? You ever heard of Big Face Gary? In the Rockefeller days, they always talked about Big Face Gary. You never really seen Big Face Gary. He's in pictures though. He's not anti-pictures. But who Big Face Gary essentially was a nigga in the hood that just had an A&R ear. They used to do shit in the studio all day and all night, and then they would pull up on Gary and play it for him. He would tell them what to fix, and they would fix it the next day. He was getting a check from Def Jam, Rockefeller, whoever they was affiliated with, regardless. This nigga was in the projects all day. Nowadays, everything digital. He has an opportunity to run it up in a different way and to actually be the face of his platform in a real way that could really monetize. But this position has always existed. An A&R wasn't always formal. Big Face Gary did not know he was an A&R until they fucking said it on a check, probably.
Yeah. People don't realize what A&R
You see what I'm
really
saying?
are.
Like, we gotta write it to something.
You introduce
It's corporate.
your music to people where you let people know what's hot and what's not.
But why does he have that ear? I would love to meet Youngin and figure out what he really want to do.
I could have got his
if he
name, I
wants
would have.
if he wants to turn a corner.
I'll say honestly, I think
Because the energy he gave you was like
some people
really
some people understand sound.
He bought it, but he still loves the streets.
He don't think he's capable.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
I'm saying some people understand sound. Like some people
Absolutely.
have that ear where you hear something, you
Shit,
know how
you.
it's gonna sound.
You first time you recorded, did it sound like it sounded in your head?
To a degree.
Then you were already ahead. You don't understand. It takes motherfuckers some 6 months, some 6 years to figure out their sound and get associated with their voice, especially to the point where you can use it as an instrument, which you do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not I've only been in the studio with one person on their first time, rest in peace, my little brother, Rel, that got it the first time. He banged out the 3 joints he been doing in the car, bodied them joints better than the car. And I'm like, how did you even know you had these, like, options?
When I first heard this sound, I was like,
No, that's
we need to have a conversation.
This is a gift and a blessing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I always accredit it to just like listening to music. Like I've just always had like a wide like variety. So I've always like, you know, I hear everything that's hot, but then at the same time, I hear the other stuff by the people who have like these followings of people who just follow them for a reason. It's because these people have like a particular sound. Like if you look at Griselda, before Griselda got big, I was listening to Griselda.
Dope.
But they have that drug dealer rap sound. And that's what so many people flock to. People love that. That's why people love Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? That's why people love Rick Ross.
Talk from bosses.
It's only listen. So when
I'm Hove, Jeezy, Pusha, like
I
don't want to hear no corner boys talking to me.
So listen, so when you take that same logic, right? And then you got these guys coming out of Buffalo with that same energy, and they're putting bars behind it. It's almost like, yo, this is like a new sound. That's why people, you know, they say, yeah, you sound like Griselda, because Griselda has a sound. That's why people flock to them the way that they do.
You got to be able to be identifiable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're either identifiable or you're a chameleon.
It's one or the other.
It's extremes in creativity and creation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you get respected for one or the other. And once you get in the middle, people get confused on how to view you.
Right. I was gonna say, and I think that's the main thing. Like, you know, when you look at guys like Griselda, that's the you know, the sound. When you look at somebody like Tory Lanez or Drake, that's the chameleon. It works on either end. You just gotta know how to work it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yo.
We appreciate you, bro.
Y'all ain't told no lie. He trying to rap my show. Who is you?
No, she was rapping it.
We got rap K? We ain't get rap yet, man. She ain't rap beat, man.
Oh shit, we still on there.
Oh no, we good.
I'm all good.
We rapping soon though. But
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, please.
No, look,
Please,
because
please,
I want to know
please,
something.
please.
Like at the end of the day, you being who you are, and your father being who he was, how much of an influence was your father on what you're doing today?
alright, I'll tell you like I told him at the block naming. The barbershop was my babysitter.
Right.
So
that's all you was. You was around
like when my mom had to do some shit, drop you off at the barbershop. I used to call my grandma 3 times to see if they could pick me up. Like I was in the barbershop way more than the average human. You know what I'm saying? And what do you learn from the barbershop? You learn when to speak, when not to speak. You learn the level of conversation. You be a young man, you know you ain't supposed to speak. You think you got something to say, and when they continue the conversation, you realize what you was about to interject ain't got shit to do with what they was talking about.
Yeah. So
sit your ass there and learn.
I about to say, and to that, because that's, in a sense, it's kind of how I grew up. Like, I grew up around, like, a lot of his friends. So when I'm sitting in them rooms with dudes that's, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30, 40 years older than me.
God damn, wait. Whoa, pause.
You 20 years older than me.
Yeah, but everybody wasn't 40 years exaggerating some of the
My
time.
dad 34 years older than me.
But nah, it's like as I got older, because I sat in rooms so many times with older guys, but I also spent a lot of time with people. Well, first off, I was always a year younger in school, so all of my friends are always older than me by at least a year.
You got skipped?
I started early.
He started at
So when I was in kindergarten, I
Your
was
birth date or?
no, we just put him in
Had-
school at 4 years
yeah.
old.
So when I was in kindergarten,
made a
I was
conscious decision to accelerate it.
I was
No,
for
he-
I was
he
for the
could
whole
read-
year through too.
He was reading on a
He
third
was
grade reading
there.
level, and
He was there.
doing math. So we was, and plus he
Yeah.
was home all the time. And honestly, it was like my thing was I just try to put him in school.
But no, that explains a lot about his demeanor.
Yeah,
Just me is knowing people.
everybody I
Everybody
really
won't pick up.
like. That's why I said like even like my close friends, like the guy is 6 or 7 guys I really call like my brothers. I'm the youngest one.
They're like 2 years. Well,
Yeah,
year. 2 years older
everybody
than
is at least a year older than me.
I was always the youngest till I was the oldest, and I feel like part of the reason I became the oldest is because I still ain't got no kids.
Damn.
But you know,
But yeah, so it's like I just like that's why when y'all talk about certain stuff, that's why I'm able to just kind of sit back and listen. So when you do ask me certain questions and I talk, I already know. You know what I'm saying that's my time to say
feel
something
like
important.
Me. You feel like me? No, that's dope. That's fly.
He definitely was introduced to, like, since he was a baby, he been around.
Folks.
A lot of my fault.
Folks.
Around people.
I got a play uncle that was one of the biggest judges in the city. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? The Judge Merriweather.
Wow.
He come through the barbershop. Or the biggest Eagles fans you ever go, the Jaguar with all the flags on it. That's him. Wow. When he was alive. You know what I'm saying?
So a lot of that is why we have Sipping with Sammie today.
A lot of that. Like, I can attribute a lot of, like, part of the reason that I built the platform the way I did is so that it's conversational, so people know how to have conversations. We're going to cut each other off. We're going to talk over each other, but not with the intent of being the only one.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
You see what I'm saying? Because that happens in conversation.
All the time.
I was just telling somebody, because I was at work. I wanted to leave by a certain time. I kind of got something, close to the end of the day when I didn't really want it. But I was telling somebody, I'm like, yo, I really got something to do after work. And they're like, what you got to do? I was like, I got a podcast interview to do. And they was like, oh, that's dope. And I was like, yeah. But I was like, I like doing podcast interviews because it gives you a chance to talk, gives you a chance to learn people, get people to know who you are, and just have like a really, really good conversation.
I'm about to
And
clip that.
I was
That's the clip right there.
every interview that me and him do or that I do is always genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way. First of all, there's nothing pre-scripted or pre-planned. I do know people do have like talk points, and people will ask me when they send me things like you didn't have to because me and you already talked and you talked to them. But people were like, is there any talking points? I'm always telling them like talking points. I'm like, bro, no, like whatever you ask, we're gonna answer honestly, and we're gonna and it's just gonna be what it is. Like we don't.
I usually get sent that. talking points
because they want you to answer certain questions.
They want me to know. They want me to tell them the whole thing we about to do. And it'd be like, I don't know, I'm gonna take a shot, you gonna take a shot, we gonna talk. Or you ain't gonna take a shot and we gonna talk. Like, I don't fucking like, at the end of the day, yo, I'm not here to interrogate nobody. I'm never gonna ask you the same 4 famous hip hop questions that you get in every fucking interview.
Who your favorite top 5?
And if I do it, like even if I ask you your influences, it won't be directly like that. It'll be for a purpose or because of something that you said.
Right.
Not just because, I got another rapper, let me see what other rappers he likes. Like, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize when we do promo runs, because we've all had to do them at different points.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody get energy that come from 4 interviews before you even got there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't even mean to do it. That thing just hit you like, shit, this again? And you on camera. If you're not strategic enough or really camera savvy, interview savvy enough to play that off, sometimes you slip. And it comes off bad. But that's because motherfuckers is just interrogating, not doing no research, and acting like they give a fuck.
But you know this? It's
I don't want to do that to us because I got to do the
authentic.
same thing you got to do when I put out another project.
But it's authentic though. Like I say this, you're sure if you haven't, I don't care what your name is, how big your name is. I said it once before and I told them before. If you have not tapped in with Sipping with Sammie, it's a must. It's
Appreciate
a
that.
must that you tap in with Sipping with Sammie. Simply because the thing is like so him and I, Pete, like Sims know. Sims will sit around and laugh all day. Jazz too. Cause me and him would be like if we, especially if we drink, we smoking, we'll just be like we'll say stuff and I'll be saying stuff and we'll go back and forth and they'll be like, yo, these two are hilarious. So when people see us together on the outside, like you said, like, all right, cut the small talk, y'all family.
yeah,
So-
like, what
so-
we doing?
So when people see us out, it's like, I'm the manager, run the label. He's my artist. We had you got to put the business suit on sometime, whether it's this and third. You have to.
You know what I mean? People ain't realize.
I know, but
Cause we in the same room doing two different things.
But here's the kicker, though. But when people who see that, the first thing Sim says is he'll be like, he'll tell even the West Side crew, he be like, y'all got to be around when it's just he like when them two be going. He said you got to really be around them. He's like because he like this shit be crazy. He was like the stuff they say. The stuff they say to each other, he like the back and forth. He said, "It's sheer entertainment." He said they'll just go right back to just being
regular again,
regular and like father and son. But that's how the real deal is. Like how I raised him and his sister. Mm-hmm. I raised them,
which I have a question about.
I raised them as a father should. With number one, I disciplined the hell out of them. I don't play games. I never did.
Old school.
Yeah. Number two, I love the hell out of them, which means that even if they didn't,
not so old school.
No. Even if they didn't deserve something.
No, they loved you, but they ain't let the hell out of you. We ain't had seatbelts. Used to be 8 of us in the back seat. It was crazy.
No, but listen, even if they didn't deserve something, I made a conscious decision to still do something for them, whether they deserved it or not, because my thing was it was up to me to show them mercy or favor in that aspect. And whatever they did when he played basketball, I was at every game for practices. I coached him.
You supposed to be nodding. Come on, co-sign.
But it's the truth.
I'm fucking with you. He's so reserved.
When his sister did shows or she did choreography and when she sang, I was either up there with her or I was performing with her or I came to celebrate her.
Okay.
So, and then we always did trips together and stuff like that. So my thing was, as they grew, and I told them this from a grip, when you become adults, I no longer father over you. I'm here for advice, this and the third. And I'm still dad, which means that I'm still...
Intentional positioning.
Exactly.
Clear.
And so I told them that, and we live by that. So us three, when people see us out, we can be down South Street together.
So when y'all start smoking and drinking together?
Well, not to incriminate.
I told him I had a question about his parenting.
So listen, so here's the thing.
He thought I was joking.
So his first drink was 3. His sisters were his first drink when he was 4. His sisters was 3.
I was about to say that's like off
I
the
can say
that's
that.
like off
the
the
publicist
now.
The publicist just turned into fucking in vogue.
That's off.
I'm
the record
older
shit.
now.
I naturally, like most kids, I started really drinking when I was like 16, 17.
When did y'all start doing it together? When could you pass your pop a drink or an L?
The L started probably like a couple years ago. That was more.
That was more
more
like,
me though.
He was like 20, 21.
Yeah, but I
had to pull the truth out of him.
I was already.
But
like,
you grown at
smoking
this
by
point.
that time.
But you also grown.
He lied. He lied
though.
during the study.
No, but you was self-sufficient at that point too. Like
no, he wasn't.
You wasn't a mechanic by then?
Yes.
Oh, we started. Oh yeah, that part. No, when he started smoking.
When he passed you the reefer.
Yes, very self-sufficient.
No, because that makes a difference.
You don't have because
like nigga, I ain't buy this with your money.
Wait. I was gonna say that's why
I ain't under your roof.
No,
when it come to the weed and him smoking, it was because at that time this was like a little bit after.
I started doing edibles first before I even started smoking.
First off, we was on the carts.
We was on what?
Yeah, that time.
We was on
carts. We was getting the pins.
Oh yeah, my homie was selling carts. So I had bought me. I said, "You want a cart?" He was like, "Yeah." So I had bought a cart.
But by that time I was already smoking weed though.
Yeah.
So when the carts came around, it was like, oh, this is easier. So when he got onto it, it was like, yo, like this is easier. You could do it in the crib.
So he put you
don't
on.
have to.
No, I've been smoking long before
I'm
he
saying,
even knew I was smoking.
like, but when
I had stopped though.
I'm the reason he got back into it.
Yeah, this weed different, OG.
No, but you know what though? It don't affect me. It don't affect me the way it does him though.
Be high as fuck.
He be high as shit.
I be on my silly.
He be 10 times higher than me.
But see, but here's the thing though. But he doesn't. It's a lot of stuff that I can't share with him. But he don't know. So no, listen. But
I'm with you.
So the thing was, I had been smoking weed since college. So even after that, I had slowed down because somebody had laced my shit. One of my bullshit. So I slowed down. But then I had got back into it around like 06. I always smoke black and mild shit.
So what y'all smoke? Acapulco Gold?
Whatever the plug give us. Whatever you pick up on the plug.
I'm listening.
No, but so the thing was, when he turned, now I can share this because it's out there and I had stopped doing it. So me and his mom was going through a divorce. I always gave them wine, him and his sister. And that's the thing I did. and thing. So he had some.
Y'all Italian, I get it.
So he had some one night, and he went home and
That's
gave his
hilarious.
mom. He gave his mom a kiss, and then she texted him.
I bet.
She was like, but it wasn't unnatural because
I'm about to say,
he had
wait,
done
before you finish, I was gonna say he told this whole story to get around the fact that I'm the reason why he smoke weed right now, yo.
I know, but I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
I don't want to keep cutting him off.
I just wanted to make that clear.
But listen, so when I went to court for that, it got brought up like you give your kids alcohol. I was like, and I told the judges so it could be on record. I said I gave it to him when he was 4, when she was 3, and occasionally I had given them like little sips of wine, this, that, and the third.
You also can't keep saying that for justification.
No, it's the truth though.
It don't matter.
I know it don't. So
There's more clarification than justification.
So when I got in trouble for it, I was like, all right, I'll stop. Mm-hmm. So what I would do was when he was already drinking his own, a little bit here and there. So I would get apple beers, something that they can kind of like sip and third, something a little easy.
Angry Orchards.
That's fine.
So when I did it, but I had stopped smoking weed for like since 2010. I cut it all out.
I'm gonna say long
So
enough for the tolerance to be
so
way
my
down.
boy was doing like I said I could probably do edibles. So I did edibles one night, and I told him, I said the brownies was his.
This nigga said I could do edibles.
Because you know the grinder.
Oh, I was like, what does it got to do with edibles? All right.
So he was like, all right. So then he was already smoking. He lied one night about he went to protect the sister. He's like,
I lied when I was 16. Everybody lied when they 16 about smoking
one
weed.
time.
You gotta lie to the catch.
I did what every 16-year-old
You know how
do.
many times my dad found weed before I ever smoked it?
But I didn't believe him, though.
weed
I knew
way
he
before I
was
ever
lying
smoked
to
weed.
me. But I knew he was lying, so I asked him in the private joint.
Bad.
I said, I don't even smoke it. He was like, all right. Me and my boys get together, we smoke from time to time. I said, why'd you lie? He was like, to protect Faith. I was like, protect? He was like, I don't want her knowing, because it's his sister. He's the big brother. And I got it.
And you
I never had
you
that.
gonna run the whole play, and he know you gonna run the whole play, and she gonna know.
Yeah. So he was like, I don't want her knowing what I do. So I was like,
out of the siblings, me and my sister, obviously I'm the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like I make the weight. You know
Talk
what I
that
mean?
shit.
I do. She be fucking the plays up there.
You sit next to the superstar. When he start talking Hollywood, why you start acting surprised?
because him and his sister go back and forth like crazy.
Now I want to do something before we get out of here. This definitely is an extended putt, but you know. This is my shit. I want to introduce the team. Can we do that?
Yes,
please.
Please.
No, I would be honored if y'all don't mind.
Yes,
Social Sims said that I was the first person that ever interviewed him. So let's bring up Social Sims first and foremost, my guy.
Yeah. Jay Sims on all platforms except for social media, except for Instagram. He's Social Sims.
I was about to say,
this is my guy.
Come on in, over here, bro.
You gotta get in the can.
You giving him the rundown for social and then pass on the mic so he can respond.
Oh yeah, this is my man.
You can move that out your way. That's not, it don't have to be
this
there.
family right here, yo.
Yeah, like we really like connected over the last year, and that's why I said what I said about like people who want to work. Like when we out, like Sims is there
and supports
anything we do. Yo, Sims, you want to come out here? Yeah, every time. Like Sims work. Whether it's music, content, ideas, like just being outside, like
and he got a lot of hyphens. What they say, multi-hyphenated?
So he's Social Sims.
He one of them.
He's SF did it. That's his media where he does the videography, videos, and he's also what else?
Come on,
Social Flowers.
Get the mic. Talk to him.
Social Flowers. His clothing line.
Pass the microphone.
Look, he wearing it now. Social Flowers clothing line.
Yeah, get it as close to you as possible. So let us know, man. You multi-hyphenated, man. First of all, welcome to my platform, and thank you for holding us down all episodes. You've been completely part of the episode, whether they know it or not. You know what I'm saying? But you know I fucks with you. So let the people know what it is, man. Cause we can big you up. You can't tear it down now.
Yeah.
You gotta let them know now. We done told them.
First and foremost, like I do music first. That's how I met these guys. So I go by Jay Sims first. But the social stuff came from me, like doing camera work for them, like the behind the scenes. So I also do that.
You started with them with the camera work.
No, I met these guys through music. Like,
But were you doing the camera work before you met them, or
a little bit?
Okay.
Like you feel me? I picked it up for the guys around the way, stuff like that. But You know, once I started locking in with them, I'm like he said, we be outside like and
all
it
the
be
time.
crazy,
Outside game.
like, back outside, big BOG.
No,
Yeah.
y'all energy when y'all say stuff like that, I know y'all ain't lying.
Yeah, you feel me? But yeah, we just been locked in since then. Like, you feel me? I don't.
If somebody said, I need to know what Social Sims does, so just in case I need it, just in case I want to, if you was on one of those apps
Right.
and they said, what are you available for at $150 an hour,
Right.
what are the things on that list, good brother?
Well, we do music videos, BTS, recaps, photo shoots. You know, I do sneaky performances. It's like sneaky, you know, that's like on the low and the high. So it's like it's a mini performance of a song you want to do or something like that.
If you see sneaky in front of everything, they got it from Sun.
Ooh, I like that. And I know somebody that's sneaky, so that's crazy. And the hoodie about $150.
No, you know, I got my own social flowers brand. That's a lifestyle brand. You know, merch vibes, heads, clothes, you know, everything like that.
What's the inspiration for your clothing brand? You say lifestyle, but like, what's the vibes for the people?
It's really lifestyle. Like even the shirt, like this is, you know.
What's your lifestyle?
You know,
This shit
like,
got chicks fighting at a gas station.
That's Philly.
And it's called the let out tee. You feel me? So
Oh, okay, we rocking. No, I'm with you. You gotta tell them. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. That's fly. That's fly, man. Your energy is always appreciated, bro.
Appreciate you.
Keep being dope to dope
Yo,
people.
we love
and you
Sims,
gonna be
yo.
all right. You heard
We
me?
love Sims, yo.
Keep being dope to dope people, but don't forget you a star too.
No, for sure.
You heard
Don't
me?
fuck with
They don't
Sims.
let me forget it. I'm gonna keep
Don't
it
forget
clean.
you a
Like,
star
I be
too,
behind
good
the
brother.
scenes, but then, you know, I'm in the vibe, so you know.
Nah, your energy is magnetic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which means that we no big eyes and little U's ever.
No, hell no.
And I know they don't carry it like that, but I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
He family, yo. Like literally, he is family.
No, I get that from y'all. I get that from y'all.
You understand, like if we out and
I'm not trying to steal you from under y'all
No,
nose. I'm gonna send you an email first, nigga. Shit.
Nah, I'm about this crazy, like, cause like if we go out,
One of y'all give him a mic.
If we go out and he not there, like people would be like, "Yo, where's Sims at?"
Yeah, cause
Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know
people
what I'm
look
saying?
forward to the energy, even if they don't know on the way. When it's not there, they know it's missing.
Right. I'm about to say, even
gotta take
even
that.
when me and him get together, like the jokes that be going, bro, like.
Ain't about shit. I'm coming to the studio soon. I fuck around and drop a hook or a verse, but I'm coming soon.
Shit gets real wild between all four of us. It's really
I'm gonna bring the bottle
it's comedy.
and I'm gonna talk some shit, and y'all let me know if y'all need me. But I'm gonna be over there laughing at you, motherfuckers. Now, do me a favor, good brother, and swap out with the young lady, the beautiful young lady. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want her to stand in the background. and all
PR
that.
manager.
She don't deserve that. So which one of y'all gonna give me her rundown? Give her her introduction. Come on.
So-
Who want to tell us the
so
background?
Jazz is
First off, Jazz is like the greatest middle ground between me and him I've ever witnessed
sometimes she
in
be
my
taking
life,
sides,
yo.
but for the most part, she is middle
Ever.
ground though. She'll want to step out of it though. She'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I getting too much." She'll be like, "I'm out."
Wait twice. I need help if I'm in the middle. Yeah.
All right. So Miss Jazz,
Yes.
thank you for coming on.
Jazzy Baby on all streaming platforms.
It's
all
Jazzy
social-
Baby.
Yes. It's
Okay.
Jazzy Baby on IG.
So can I call you Miss Jazz or I gotta call
Yes,
you
that's
Jazzy Baby?
good.
All right. I just want to be clear. I don't want.
Listen, I'm
You
another
know.
hyphenated person. It could be Princess Jazz. It could be Jazz. It could be a John named Jazz.
I
It
heard
could be
that.
Jazzy Baby.
You everywhere. You outside too.
I'm outside, baby.
Give her a little more. Give her a little more
Back
mic
outside
up.
gang.
Move the mic up a little more.
Back outside gang.
I'm just
All
imagining
day.
because I don't have the headphones on, but I could figure it out. But no, what drew you to this situation?
So I started out in this circle as a manager for another artist.
Mhm.
That's how I met these guys.
These things happen in the business.
Yes, it does. It does. And for those who don't know, Big Guy is my man. My man.
So it's not a
I'm
bad
a part-
thing that happened in the business. Yeah, no, because when she introduced it to people that don't know, sometimes it sounds like I got introduced to them by somebody and went with them.
No, it wasn't like that.
And when I said these things happen in the business, I was trying to make it regular. You just made it so regular that it's even beautiful. It was
very regular.
Because I didn't want to assume anything. But cool.
But I mean, of course, if you part of the fam, then you really part of the fam.
Talk
everybody
heavy.
got a job,
Talk
and
heavy.
everybody does it.
Talk heavy.
And I fit in perfectly with these guys. Like, I do what I can. I stay on their back about promotion, shows, the way they present themselves outside, all that good stuff.
Number one thing that you aim to bring to the situation.
Well, number one, I want them always to be on time. Always.
You think that you can organize them
Yes.
at a level
Organization, communication,
big.
and professionalism. Like,
Oh,
we got
that's
this
all
show coming up
professionalism,
on the
yes.
19th. I'm super into this show. I'm super,
You fighting
super,
for this.
super into this show.
Fighting for this.
Yes.
I like
It
it.
did start out as my idea, and it grew from there. And number one, I think Primo deserves this platform.
Talk heavy.
A lot of people don't give him his flowers like they should.
I like it.
We're about to give him his flowers like
But-
he should have.
That's why he rolling with the rush.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Number one biggest concern for this group. Yeah, I asked the real questions.
That is a real ass question.
Cause it's not that simple.
It ain't nobody.
Not as somebody, not for somebody that cares.
No,
For
no.
somebody that
I fuck with you
for
on
somebody
that.
that's
different.
bullshitting, they gonna answer that right away.
I don't think it's a concern, but I would say our biggest obstacle
Okay.
is the
That's cool, too.
disagreement. Sometimes that can get us off track. Like,
Do you think that some things could be settled differently, or
of course,
quicker,
of course,
which would be more productive?
But that all comes with
But you gonna
learning
crack
each
the
other,
whip
too.
You gonna crack the whip.
Yeah, I keep everybody in line. I keep everybody in line.
Now,
I mean, I'm the only woman in the group, so naturally, you know, I have
plans
to,
of bringing in more.
maybe
More what?
I'm asking the team.
Bringing in more what?
Another woman.
artists,
Another
more
woman.
women?
No
As
business.
far as the artists go, but business wise,
That's
I mean,
all
I
y'all
don't mind
need.
being the queen of the
See the
castle.
NLB. I like it. No, I like it. I like it.
But you know what? Because everybody keeps saying they always thinking I gotta be careful what I say out my mouth. So
Yes.
You wild. He's a wild bull.
So fuck it. Administration, maybe. But my thing is this though. So when it come to jazz, because it was pulling teeth, I was telling her from the grip like, yo, you hear all the time this and third.
This
help
makes
out.
sense, right?
Like, just help out. I don't care. Just do the PR.
I was very hesitant.
She like, nah. I'm like, dog. Like, I said, all right, fuck it. I'm not gonna. After
Let
a while,
me say this though, I was a supporter from day one.
she was a supporter.
Like, as soon as I heard Primo
But
music,
I don't
I
want.
was like,
Do you
this
handle
bull
groupies
is-
well?
Say that one more
Do
time.
you handle groupies well?
No.
What were the groupies to me?
Huh?
I said, what were the groupies to me and Subs?
No.
Right.
No.
That's like
His
wingman.
groupies. Like being a woman that you rolling with the
No,
pack.
no.
And
Right.
I know she got some.
I can scan
She's
the room
very.
well.
She don't play.
I talked to her for 5 minutes just now, and I know she don't. She's looking at. She's side eyeing a lot of. You know what I mean?
I'll say this one thing that I really like. I really like having Jazz on the team. Like a big part of that is because she is a woman and she brings that important stuff like to the table. So like for me, it's like that's somebody that on the team I could have a serious talk to about women because she understands women. Like we can have that serious conversation. She'll give me sound advice on it. You know what I'm saying? So even when it do come to groupies, like if I go to her and I'm like, yo, such and such is trying, she gonna give me like the real answer. It's gonna be, yeah, she cool, or it's gonna be, no, she
gonna be like,
bus.
you know, you had 2 more drinks than last night, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't what you think you.
They like brother and sister, low key.
No, but I love that.
I
love that. And I love that she keeps. I'm telling you, she keeps looking at me like, "Don't play with me," because I'm asking her shit that she's not here. She's here to represent, make sure that what y'all do
I'm
goes
here to
right.
make sure they do.
She's not here for the
I
butt.
like being Casper.
But let me tell you a secret. Anything I've ever done successfully, I've done with a majority of the business between me and women.
Yep. Because we know how to handle business.
There's a woman right here on this poster. that started this with me. There's a woman behind it that started this with me. When I go in these spots, and you know these spots ain't all the same spots.
No, they ain't. No,
I walk in there
They're not.
with a light skin and an extra light skin. And them my gangsters.
Negro,
And we
you
gonna
are funny
handle,
as fuck.
and we gonna handle business.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure that
I know that was a wild boy. I know I'm a wild boy. I'm not gonna hide it. Yes, I say shit I should definitely not say, but the fuck, that was funny.
Flip that.
Clip that
Some of
shit.
the conversations we have, I'm like, this is why we cannot
How we
have
did
a
say
podcast.
respectfully, that shit was wild.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like they hold me down. I gotta hold them down, and it's still in those instances, there's things that they can do that I can't do. I can flex. They can swim.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. So what makes it what makes it good and what makes it good at the same time, like you asked, that was I ain't gonna lie to you. First time anybody ever asked that question. So like, is she right? The most the controversial thing about us as a crew, the fact that we go back and forth. The beauty of it is we've been doing this shit for years, going back and forth. So the thing is nothing new to us, but for outsiders, it's always gonna be like, all right, get that under control, and we should. We do it when we're in certain with certain people that we're around that we're comfortable with. We're just comfortable as all hell. In other environments, it's a controlled atmosphere.
It's militant.
Yeah, it's militant. Right. But the reality is, so the only people that get to witness him and I really is Zay, Known, Jazz, and Sims.
I'm crashing the studio session. Y'all not gonna hide it from me. Listen, I got one more question for you, because it's all about balance, right?
Yes.
What's the strength that you found in yourself since being a part of this team? Something that was unexpected that you didn't know you would get out of this experience.
I find that being with this team, number one, I always feel very protected around them, right?
As you should.
You will die about Jazz. Don't play.
No, listen. Don't let me see her on the corner and somebody try to trip her. I might run them over. She with y'all. And she's been great. She's been part of the whole show.
First and foremost, I'm a South Philly girl, so I'm born and bred. Like
she's a rumbler.
They like Germantown girls. They all fight.
Tough, right?
They all fight. Yeah.
Being around this group, though, it really allows me to like sit in and like bask in my femininity.
Love it.
I'm cool with that.
Love
I can
it.
be like a woman around them.
Love it.
Because I have my protector, I have my provider, I have my guys around me.
Awesome.
That's gonna make sure everything is cool.
Oh man, let me give it up for the gentlemen.
Outside gang all day.
Let me give it up for the gentlemen.
They definitely
But no.
make sure any female that's around them, they make sure that they're good. 100%.
Well, as somebody that met you tonight, and I like I said, talked to you for a short amount of time, clearly you deserve that. You didn't come in here acting crazy, weird. You came in with love.
Yeah.
You were on your job the whole time these gentlemen have been acting crazy. I see you. I see you throw a couple
Wrap it
checks.
up.
She done threw some flags and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it, and I understand that. You know what I mean? I've played a lot of different roles in this industry. Also, I've managed A&R, all the types. I have never been a publicist, but I've dealt with them. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And what y'all have with her, you have more than a publicist.
Yeah.
Way
definitely.
more than a publicist.
Yeah.
She not just calling you when you fuck up. Or when it's something she can ingratiate herself with another check under. That's not what it's about.
We talk about everything. We smoke together. We drink together. We eat together.
Yo, we really do as a squad. Like us four, as a squad, we really. And that's, I'm gonna tell you something. Doing this music thing for so long, and
we rapping. So
I told them this from a grip. I never had this type of support when I was a rapper. My brother was a manager, had artists. I never had anybody backing me. The only two people that kind of really helped me out, was my man Scott, Chop, and my man Zay, Muse. Them were the two people that kind of was like, all right, we got to do something different with you. But the reality of it is, when it came time for a back end push, I was the push. So when he started music, I told myself from this, I will not allow my son to go through what I went through. And I'm gonna be real, because people know I'm hard on him about it. Yeah. I'm a pusher. because I want the best.
He built for it though. Like I don't feel bad for you at all.
But
Don't even. You better keep smiling.
But you know what it is though, because simply it's more than us just being a success. I want the best for him and his sister out of life. I don't care if I go tomorrow. I want to go tomorrow knowing that damn well that I did my job as a father. I did my job as a label, as a manager. I did my job as a person, as a human being to humanity. So when it comes to him, I tell people from the grip, I don't care what we go through. I don't play about my children for nobody.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. He makes your job easier because he knows how to express himself.
Yeah,
And he's not scared of you.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
shouldn't be though.
No,
There's a healthy fear, but he's not scared of me. Hell
Once
no.
we progress through adulthood and become a man, I don't want you to be afraid of you. I want you to be my partner.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
want
we
us
are.
to win together,
And
that's
we respect
that's
each
what
other
y'all,
on that.
as two black men. If I could say this on my
No,
platform,
you
if
can
don't
say
mind,
it. You can say it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I thank teachers and coaches all the time, but we got to thank every individual father
Yeah.
for being dope and contributing energy and real attention. No matter how many discrepancies come to that, those are conversations that are building blocks, regardless of how y'all got there.
I also want to give a big shout out to both of my parents.
Yes, yes,
like
sir.
one thing about me, I've always been
Shout
my
out Mom
own.
Dukes,
I've always been my own person.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm a lot like my parents in different ways. Like
You are who you are because
honestly,
of them.
person wise, I'm a lot like my mom, and I think that's why me and him work, because in a sense we are opposites. There's a lot of stuff that like he's
balance
very
each
big
other.
on. I don't be caring about stuff that I absolutely love. He don't really care about.
like
But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I'm always gonna be me. He's always gonna be him. It's never and what you said. It's like I'm not scared of him. Like because I know, because I'm comfortable in myself. So when he says something and I don't agree with it, yeah, I can disagree because I'm an adult and I have my own feelings. I have, you know what I'm saying? I know how I feel. I know how I think. But it's like you need that. And then, you know, the back and forth comes into play in a healthy manner because it does show the individuality.
Yeah.
It shows that, yeah, I'm not going to agree with you on everything. Some stuff you say, yeah, I'm going to challenge you, and it goes both ways.
But if you don't, then I'm worried about you as a parent. You see what I'm saying? Like at some point,
No.
it becomes, is it all me or does he want this?
And the thing is, he's not. One thing I'll tell, and both of him and sister
We
know,
about to rap.
they are not.
I told him to rap 5 minutes ago. But
they are not disrespectful to me at all, because I'm big on respect. I tell people out, even people I don't know, you ain't gotta like me, you ain't gotta love me, but if you disrespect me, then you'll see me, and that's how I live. Even with my children, it's a matter of respect. I'm gonna respect you all day. If you disrespect me, then you'll see me. You ain't gotta like me or love me, but if you disrespect me, then you'll see me. That's the difference in everything.
Lane.
Because I'm big on respect.
Uh-huh.
My children, whether they like me today or not, they love me, and I've seen that all the time, but they respect me. Even when we disagree, they still respect me.
And that's what we rapping it, man. Thanks for sipping with
September
Sammie.
19th.
September 19th.
Grab them tickets. Primo and Friends, The
October
Fire,
and-
Philly.
Me and
October
Jason
September
gonna
10th.
kill it, bro.
September 10th.
X-Ray.
Book for the Philly. For
Extra
Philly,
cash.
Red Philly.
Cash on demand.
Come out.
Cash in your
Yazzie.
hand.
Yeah. And please, by all means,
Tap in.
tap
Like,
in with Sipping with
subscribe.
Sammy. Like, subscribe, but if
He done
you
got us
follow.
drunk up here, y'all.
and book an interview, if you, I don't care how big your name is, book an interview with Sipping with Sammy. Here's the reason why. He's gonna give you a raw, uncut platform and a voice. And regardless of what anybody ever says or do, it's not scripted. It's gonna be genuine. You're gonna want that for your bio. Sip with Sammy because you want that. That's how people know you are who you are, and not who you are pretending to be.
Absolutely.
now.
All right, we out there. Fuck it.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sipping with Sammy. I am Mr. Flash, it only the one and only Sipping with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammy, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
Bro, we appreciate you.
Avalanche music. Avalanche music. Woo. Sammy. Barstool.
Woke
inspired to vibrate higher. Grab lighter, smack ass shower, refresh the manpower. Auto start, no sweat, right in front the steps. Made rights, made lefts, check mirrors every step. Chevy wet, black, left mat to little bro. Tint black, sunroof open, but guess what's in the dough? Ironically, you can never tell. She smoking, vibing, smiling, shining ass, she in hell.
Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live like the way in my dream. Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live like the way in my dream.
I told you that my presence was a gift. Open it right in front of me, I hope you like it. I hope you excited, cause I couldn't go and buy this at no store, cause it's priceless. You know how they say the time is. You gotta watch how you spend it now. It's getting expensive now. Got a nigga counting every minute down. You gotta cherish every moment for your day atonement. Before your body in that casket and it's laying dormant.
Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live like the way in my dream. Fly with me, ride with me, touch the sky with me, shine with me. Live like the way in my dream.
Fly with me, we go to Saturn and back, and probably land on the moon, cause it don't matter the black. We never notice a loss till it's after the math, but we gon' get it back. Worry about it after the fact. Matter of fact, no need to pack. We fly first class, like it's advisory. That's too far to search at, cause it's way bigger than me giving you things. When it's private, I'm the pilot that's gon' give you your wings. Hear me?
Fly